Welcome back to Bookmas Day 2, and I am excited for this one. So today we're going to be talking about all of the books that I want to read in December. These are all my festive reads, and I bloody love a festive read. But first, in case you have no idea who I am, my name is Surika. I am a booktalker, bookstagrammer, and a failing booktuber. But this December, with the help of Bookmas, we are going to change that. And guess what, guys? I actually made an intro video this time. So cue the music, cue the video, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Now that we got all the fancy schmancy stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into what I am hoping to read in December. Now, we have a couple of full-length books, but for me, I don't know about you guys, but I adore a holiday-themed novella. I feel like it's the month where we're all trying to catch up on our reading goals. A short book is a winner, even though the only people that are judging us are us. But also, like, to dive into like different holiday romances and getting these short and sweet and snappy stories really puts me in the mood. So my first book of the month is actually a reread. This is Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. And when I tell you guys that this is one of the best Christmas books I have ever read in my entire life, like, I literally felt every emotion with this. I was lucky enough to receive an advanced reader's copy back in October, and I read it back in October so that I could talk about it and tell people about it, and I just ended up falling in love with it way more than I thought I would. It's basically inspired by Scrooge. We have our ghost of Christmas past. However, he gets sent to haunt our main female character, who is literally perfect. She's sunshiny, she's a good person, she's just trying to do her best, she's practically perfect in every way, and neither one of them can figure out why he has been sent to haunt her. So if you have not read this one, definitely get it on your list. I have this absolutely stunning TikTok shop exclusive. So if you're not big on BookTok, if you don't go on there a lot, HarperCollins regularly put on TikTok shop exclusive editions of some of their best books, and this is one of their most recent ones, and I am so glad that I bought this because it is stunning. Now, obviously for you guys, it is currently the 2nd of December, but for me, it's the 1st. Yes, I'm only a day ahead. Don't judge me, but I have been waiting for ages to read this. So if you don't know what this is Heart for Christmas. I have this blue edition. I think most UK editions are like a red or a pink, but I actually picked mine up when I was in America earlier this year. And this is a romance novel that is also an advent calendar. And I've been so excited. So basically how it works is we have a chapter for every day of December, and they are sealed. So when you get to the day, you unseal it, you read that chapter, and that is you done. And I think this is such a super cute idea. I am obsessed with it, and I'm hoping the story is as good as the novelty. Another reread for me is Christmas Fling by Lindsay Kelk. This will actually get pushed back to the end of the month if I run out of books that I haven't read. But this was also really, really fun. So our main female character basically agrees to house sit for somebody, and she was super happy about it. She was going to have this really quiet solo Christmas, but then the person that she's house sitting for, his parents end up confusing her for his girlfriend, and she gets swept away to the Scottish Highlands, and her and Callum have to fake date. This throws her off for a second. However, she starts to think that maybe a no strings attached Christmas is exactly what she needs. But Callum is Scottish, he's hot, he is off the charts charming. How can she resist? This again is also a really, really good holiday romance. Moving on to all the kind of novellas and books that I haven't already read. that I want to read. The first one is Hannah Grace's Christmas book. This is Holiday Ever After, which has been described as Gilmore Girls meets Hallmark movie. Now, I loved the Icebreaker series. I put those books off for so long because I did not think they were going to be my cup of tea. I'm not a big sports romance girly. However, I kept hearing really, really good things about them. And I was like, okay, it is time for me to read this series. And I read them, and what I love about Hannah's characters is that they really represent what a healthy relationship looks like. But it's still sweet, and it's still chaotic, and it's still romantic and quite spicy. And I think that that's not an easy feat to pull off in a romance novel nowadays, to have a book that keeps you hooked, but actually the characters make really healthy, good decisions whilst being super romantic and super spicy. Like, I feel like she's done something there that's actually quite difficult. So in this one, we're following Clara, and all she's ever wanted to do is climb the ladder at her job at Davenport Innovation Creative. Everything was going to plan until the company was accused of stealing a doll design from an independent toy maker. With a promotion dangling in front of her, Clara is tasked with charming the locals of the small town of Fraser Falls and solving the PR nightmare by any means necessary. Jack Kelly would happily never hear the name Davenport again. So when Clara, with her long legs and dazzling smile, prances into town, hoping to convince them that her company is not the enemy, Jack is determined not to be fooled by Davenport twice. It literally sounds like every small town Hallmark movie ever made, and I will eat that up. The next set of books that I'm going to talk to you about, these are all holiday novellas. So I'm not going to talk about the blurbs of these simply because they're such short stories that I feel like you're best going in blind. So even I personally don't want to read the blurb. But first up, we've got My December Darling by Lauren Asher. This was actually on my list last year and I just didn't get to it. But how adorable is the cover? Give me a gingerbread house on a book cover any day of the week. Then we've got Mistletoe Meet Cute. This is by Bella Matthews. And again, the cover just calls to me. If it's going to be a festive cover, I'm going to read the book. Then we've got Danielle Garrett's Grimoires and Gingerbread. This one called to me because it looks like we're mixing witches with holiday romance. At least that's the vibe I'm getting, and I'm here for that. I feel like I had to include a dark romance on this list. Now, I don't read a lot of dark romances, but when I do, I'm super picky about which ones I go for. And Silent Night, I don't know. I'm just curious to how a dark romance would blend with a festive read. I'm really intrigued by that combination, so I will let you know how that goes. And then last but not least, we have Winning the Christmas Prince's Heart. I mean, this one just sounds super sweet, super fairy tale-like. Is it spicy? I don't know. Is it adult? I don't know. Is it like, what's going on? I have no idea, but I feel like I'm going to love it because I'm all about the chaos. Sometimes going into a book blind is just a really fun way to do things. You never know what you're going to get. You might end up discovering new storylines that you enjoy, new authors that you enjoy. And with it being kind of a holiday TBR, it's been so easy to just kind of scroll through my Kindle and like just add things into my basket or check what's on Kindle Unlimited. Definitely, if you have Kindle Unlimited, they have a lot of holiday novella romances in there. So be sure to check that out. This is not sponsored. However, Kindle, you can sponsor me if you want. But I'm so excited. Don't forget to let me know what your most anticipated Christmas book is. And I will see you tomorrow for Bookmas Day 3.